Yo, guys, Urb'n Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. Guys, here at Urb'n Barz, 2 weeks ago, I had never heard a track from Drake. I'd never heard a track from Kendrick Lamar, and I still haven't heard a track from J. Cole. That is the honest truth, guys. So this whole whatever's going on was all originally about the big three people. But now we've got Drake and we've got Kendrick going back and forth, forth and back and forth, forth and back. And this is just the latest drop. And I said that this is not going to stop anytime soon because this is this season. So guys, yesterday, Kendrick dropped Not Like Us. That was a club banger. That just blew up everywhere. And I said, and I knew that Drake would respond, and just woken up and Drake has responded. And this track is called The Heart Part 6. And I think there's a reason it's called The Heart Part 6. Is it something that a series that Kendrick was dropping? A bit like EPMD used to drop the Jane series? I don't know. So guys, let's check this out. So this is Drake, and I'm sure it's the response to Not Like Us. And this is The Heart Part 6. Now let me see you. So straight away, people, this is something from day 3. And that was alluded to in one of Drake's, what was it? Was it on the Family Matters? I think it was. He was mentioning day 3 in terms of Kendrick Lamar and his children. I think it was, or something like that, or his wife, something like that. So he's got a like here. I don't know. So let me know in the comment section if you know what this is about. But yeah, let's go. And I heard some soul music, people.
Now let me see you prove it. Just let me see you prove it.
All right. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in.
Oh, the Pulitzer Prize winner is spiraling. And he said that he's got him doubting. So I think the Pulitzer Prize winner must be Kendrick Lamar. So let's check this.
The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in.
Oh, so he said he's spiraling because he's got his lines tapped. Ah, so does he mean he's got him tapped, physically tapped, like a wire tap? Or does he mean that he knows what Kendrick Lamar's going to say already? So he's literally, I said to you people, this is chess, it's not checkers. They're playing chess moves. So they're each thinking that they're 2, 3, 4 moves ahead of each other. And they're walking people into little cul-de-sacs. They're walking people into little traps.
Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns.
Oh, so Drake had to respond to all those allegations that Kendrick Lamar was saying about Drake and underage, this, that, and everything else. So he said that if any of that was true, he'd have already been raided now by the police. I think he said, was it 1090? I don't know exactly what 1090 is, people. But he also said that he'd have had to escape, his Montreal connects, etc., blah, blah, blah. He wouldn't be able to put his face anywhere because it would be almost like a
ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration.
I'm a war general. And he said his jacket is covered in medals. He's a veteran. Oh my goodness. So I think what he's saying is this is the art of war. Is it Sun Tzu, the art of war? You do what your enemy least expects, but also you preempt what your enemy is going to do. So what Drake is saying is he himself has got receipts. He's got receipts for his receipts, people. And he's letting Kendrick Lamar, K. Dot know this. So he's letting K. Dot know that, hang on a second, I've been playing you. I've been playing you. I've been playing you. Said that your people are clowns. They've been feeding you. I think we have been feeding you some misinformation. Wow. He said he's a war general covered in medals, people. So I think he's saying that this isn't his first rodeo, people. There's other people that stepped to Drake, Drizzy, and he's had to back them down. So Kendrick, you're nothing new. Wow.
Up, not far down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they are clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration.
Oh, so he said he's seasoned in preparation. His jacket is covered in medals because he's got the preparation, and they're there for the decor. He's been decorated because he's won those wars. So preparation is what leads you to be successful. You fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So he's prepared really well, so he's not going to fail.
In preparation, my jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. So I don't know anything about Drake. I don't know anything about K. Dot, this, that, and everything else about their personal lives. So Drake is saying that they concocted a story about an 11-year-old girl because that was in Kendrick's rebuttal. And I can't remember if it was, I think it was in Meet the Grahams. He talked about this 11-year-old daughter that no one knew about. So Drake said that he and his team got together, put this out, and they said that Kendrick was so quick and so thirsty to spout this out to the world that he didn't do any fact checking. So they said they even wanted to make up a fake persona for this person, not just 11, but a name and a sort of everything else that they knew that Kendrick Lamar was going to run with. Oh my goodness. And they said that has made him look like a fool because it's not true. Oh my goodness.
But you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration.
Oh, and he said your fans would be rejoicing, think this would be my expiration, that Drake would be no longer, that Drake would be gone. Oh my goodness. He said you better do some fact checking.
Learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation.
So I only covered the lyric sheet version. So there was a version which had, I think the initial one was the Maybach glove, and then the next drop he had not just the Maybach glove, he had all the medication with Aubrey Graham's name, and there were other things on there. There was a shirt as well, wasn't there, etc., etc. When they expanded the picture, but that was all put there as bait for Kendrick Lamar, and he ran with it. So that's what Drake's saying. So Drake is rebutting all of the rebuttals. Well, Drake is rebutting everything that Kendrick has put out in his last couple of tracks.
Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations?
Oh, excavation, the bones you dug up. And why is Whitney not denying those allegations? So expiration, allegation, what's it? Expiration, allegation, excavation. I can't remember the other ones, whatever, but they're all like fours, etc., etc. Oh my goodness. So he's now bringing, I only found out recently that Whitney is K. Dot's wife, and the allegations are she had an affair with this guy here, I think, Day 3. And what Drizzy's saying is, why has Whitney not come out to rebut those allegations? It's all been quiet on the Western Front, people. Oh my goodness.
Dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication.
Dedication, excavation, expiration, allegation. I like those. Those are good.
The drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild.
So I think Mr. Morale was a track that Kendrick did, I think, or a track that he was on. But I don't know who Mr. Morale is, so let me know down here in the comment section. So Drake is now saying, well, why is she following Dave but not Mr. Morale? Oh my goodness. And I think he said, did he say he hasn't seen his child in a while? Hang on.
Dave Free and not Mr. Morale. You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild.
Oh, you haven't seen your kids in 6 months. Oh my gosh. Drake's come back.
Denying all of the allegations. Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected.
Oh, so Drake, Drizzy had to address this thing about underage children, this, that, and everything else. So when he said that, talking about Kendrick's child, the distance is wild, let's now address these allegations about the child. So he's now going to address what Kendrick has said about, well, I don't know what you want to call it. Just call them the children. Call it the children people. Guys, I'm just going to play into that and segue into that now.
Underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection.
So did Kendrick say he's been molested? So I don't know any of Kendrick's backstory. I don't know any of Drake's backstory. The only tracks I've ever heard are tracks from Drop and Give Me 50 all the way down to Not Like Us. So I've heard about 7 or 8 tracks between the two of them. So Drizzy's saying that Kendrick made a track saying that he'd been molested in the past. And that's weird because I know from watching programs, etc., etc., or I think I know from watching programs, etc., etc., that sometimes when people have been molested, whether it's physically or the other one that people say, that it becomes so much part of their lives that they can't get out of it. It becomes a vicious circle. And sometimes people actually say that the molesters become the molested become the molesters. Is that what Drake is trying to say? He's trying to flip it. He's turning the attention away from himself and flipping it back onto Kendrick. Oh my goodness. So he said that Kendrick said he'd be molested. Oh my god.
Wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions.
Trauma for your own confessions. My goodness. I think Drake has flipped this. He's now pointing the finger at Kendrick.
Just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with is so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about
deep cuts that never healed and got infected. And Drizzy was saying that if he had been with underage, he'd feel disgusted because that's not him. But he's really turned it on. So he was saying about the Mariah Carey song, this, that, and everything else, that Kendrick's father left, blah, blah, blah. And he just felt that possibly there was cases of, I don't know where he or who he's saying has molested Kendrick in the past, but this is a deep sort of chasm that Kendrick is in. And he's got things like trauma because of it. Oh my gosh, that is just wild. I don't know anything about it, guys, so I'm not even going to comment. I don't know who's saying what and what's saying who and who's telling the truth, people.
Cuss that never healed and how they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment.
Oh. So he said if Dave had gone with Whitney and got her pregnant, that is why K-Dot is full of resentment. My goodness. So I don't know who Dave 3 is, people. So let me know in the comment section.
And how they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how.
Oh. If Dave got with your girl and got her pregnant, talk about breeding resentment. So that's a double there. So if you breed, you give birth to something else, and you give birth to the resentment. So it's a two-way there from Drizzy. Oh my goodness. So if Drizzy has got ghostwriters, and this is the funny thing, because no one's really talked about this ghostwriter angle at all. Is Drizzy writing these himself, or has he got people, has he got the 20 ghostwriters writing this? Because I've heard that people are saying that you shouldn't have ghostwriters on any kind of rap battle, this, that, and everything else. But, well, this has got so personal. It's bigger than a rap battle, isn't it, people?
Deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and how they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But
oh, I pray you recover from both incidents. Breeding resentment. Don't know about the sentiment. So some of the bars there are just incredible.
Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate.
So ease the sentiment. It's too intimate.
I'm praying you recover from both incidents.
I pray you recover from both incidents.
But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence.
Oh, but then he called him a POS. Really? And he said, because you're a POS, then this is no coincidence.
Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell.
I knew he was gonna go into the A minor, B sharp, C flat, all that kind of stuff, blah blah blah. So I caught that on the last track. Oh my goodness. He called him a POS.
No coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left deep.
So you mentioned A minor, but we got a B sharp.
You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major.
A minor, B sharp, you left D flat. Oh, D, is it D major? So all of these on your musical stage.
You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia.
So he's bringing Rick Ross into this now. Oh my goodness. Oh dude. Oh guys, I've got to just check that. That's just crazy.
You recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking.
I'm your baby mama's screensaver. So by that he's saying that Kendrick's other half is lusting after Drizzy. Oh my gosh. Guys, this has got so personal. They're involved in all sorts. They're going to everyone's business, the family, the girls, the this, the that, the children. This has got more than rap. This is no longer a sport here, guys. This is absolute personal character assassination, people. I don't know if there's any comeback for either of them on this.
Major. I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you.
Oh, so he's saying that he's rebutting what Kendrick said, because he's saying that Kendrick is buying the views with the bots. I don't know anything about it.
Make a dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature.
I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. So Drake is saying that I'm not interested in this rap battle anymore. I'm not into fighting with women beaters. I'm not into messing with people who take fake views, fake streams, this, that, and everything else. I'm not interested in someone who runs with misinformation. I'm too big for this. I'm the biggest in the game, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to focus on my own career. You are now in the rear view, not interested in you. You can drop as many more records as you want, as many more rebuttals. It's over. I'm not interested. So Drake looks like he's no longer interested in this, because he's now rebutted all of those issues about the child molestation, this, that, and everything else. And that's probably the most important thing for him to rebut. And at the same time, he says that he led Kendrick into a cul-de-sac here and he's exposed himself.
Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they did.
And he's brought R. Kelly into this. So this again goes with the assumption I'm making that Kendrick, he's flipped this onto Kendrick. So he says Kendrick is listening to R. Kelly. So why is he listening to R. Kelly?
If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite.
So R. Kelly's music's going. K-Doc's music will be going shortly as well. He's saying, really?
If they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor.
And he's saying that the reason why he's come back like this, Kendrick, is he's got an album that's dropping shortly. This is just insane. He's literally flipping everything, but he's doing it in just a kind of monotone way as well. Oh my gosh. I don't even know who to believe. People.
When he needs some paper, album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer.
So then he's just done a call out to Whitney. You can hit me whenever, but when I hit you back, it's going to be a lot safer, because he said that Kendrick is a wife beater. But when he says hit to Whitney, I'll hit you back, I'm not going to literally physically hit. Oh, Kendrick's not going to go for that, people. He ain't going to go for that.
You're like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer.
What breakbeat is that? What is on one of my breakbeat albums? Why am I thinking Renegade is coming out of this? Not the beat, but this kind of Renegade kind of overtures on this track, Renegade.
A favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every.
You gotta be a worthy competitor. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna just check that again, Pete.
I promise. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. Whoa. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that...
Drake sounds like he's almost puffing on a cigar. He's just sitting back in his chair, he's just puffing a cigar. He's just saying, "Look, we schooled you, Ken. Ain't nothing more to, ain't nothing more to happen, people."
You got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist.
Oh,
And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up.
the banger.
I would like that one. That would
like
be some
us.
shit I could dance to if you wasn't
Doing it in all the clubs.
tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know, but just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts.
Oh, facts.
I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
Whoa, facts. Wow. So Drizzy's almost saying that this is all just light work. This is light work. We set you up. We finessed you into coming out with certain stuff. We knew which moves you're going to make. So we already had a rebuttal for what you were going to do. He said, we got you out of your cave, whatever. I don't know what all that's about. I don't know how often Kendrick is doing whatever in the public eye. I don't know how often he makes tracks, whatever. But the way I see it is Drake is saying, we got you out of your whatever it is, your little study. We got you back on wax. We got you back into the game. We got you saying stuff. This was just light work. This was just good. This was, you know, this was just a light work, people. So from my perspective, I think Drake is saying that I'm no longer interested in this. This is, yeah, it's all over, people. So you might be dropping more tracks, but I'm not really interested. So go for it. Go for Dolo, people. Go for Dolo. Wow. So that was the Heart Part 6. And I've got a funny feeling that the Heart is something that is that one of Kendrick's tracks? I don't know. So I remember back in the days, like in the 80s, EPMD on their albums, every album they had, all their albums were like Business This, Business That. And then they had a track on each album called Jane, the Bozak, things like that, the demo and all that sort of stuff, whichever. And they just went through the series on their albums. So the Heart must be something that Kendrick drops in each. I don't know. Maybe I've got that twisted. Maybe I got it wrong. But this is the Heart Part 6. Or is it something that Drake drops on each one of his? I don't know. One of those things. But my thoughts on this is that this whole rap battle this season, people, this has moved so far away from the big three. It has moved so far, or who is the GOAT, this, that, and everything else. This is like character assassination and dark moves, etc., etc. So each guy has got to really respond, because allegations have been laid at each person's door that if they don't say anything, then, well, it could be a career ender. It really must be. So from Kendrick's perspective, he doesn't want to be known as a wife beater, although I've been hearing bits that Kendrick has said this happened in the past and it's all over, this, that, and everything else. But even worse, no one wants to be known as someone who associates, let's put that word, associates with people who are underage, blah, blah, blah. That has got to be addressed, and Drake has addressed it. And literally, I was just thinking that this is all about survival, people, and proving whose word is law, whose word can we trust, whose word can we believe. So Drizzy has responded because he had to respond to Not Like Us. He had to respond to, what was it, Meet the Grahams, etc., etc. I'm certain that Kendrick's going to respond. He is definitely going to respond. I don't know how shortly, how quickly he's going to respond. And also he's going to respond. He's going to probably respond to exactly what Drizzy said, but also about the thing about being finessed and being played, etc., etc. So, and as I said to you yesterday, they've both got more up their sleeves. So it's not going to stop anytime soon, because if Kendrick responds how I think he's going to respond, Drake will definitely have to pick up his pen again, because Kendrick has probably got more receipts than we think. I don't know, people. Guys, that was crazy. I've just woken up, had no breakfast, I'm tired, my voice is gone, etc., etc. But it's well worth hearing the Heart Part 6 from Drake, because he had to respond to those allegations, and he has. Whether you believe him or not is another matter. I don't know. I don't know. I am not taking any sides. I have got no horse in this race, people. I've got no dog in this fight. I've got no boxer in either corner. Trust me on that, guys. I'm just taking this at face value. And yeah, apart from the deep, deep allegations, this has been good for hip hop. It puts hip hop in the map. Guys, I saw something because I went to bed late last night and it was on BBC TV. They were covering this story between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. But on the BBC, they covered the things about some of the allegations, but they did not cover the massive allegation about the underage stuff. Maybe it's because it's a legal minefield. They didn't cover that, but they covered this and they alluded to Snoop. Sorry, not Snoop, sorry. They alluded to our man Tupac and they alluded to Biggie Smalls as well, saying they hope this stays on wax. But it's just interesting to see that this has got so big that this was covered on the BBC News. So this was something like 2 o'clock this morning. I was up doing stuff at 2 o'clock this morning. It was on the BBC News, people. Trust me on that. That is wild. Anyway, guys, look after yourselves. Look after each other. Please give a like and a subscribe to my channel here at Urb'n Barz and make certain you come back. Really? To the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.